This is my second lecture on heat and thermodynamics. In first lecture, I have taught you how to apply your electrical resistances concepts in the heat resistances and heat circuits. Second topic is, today I will be focusing on polytropic processes, Carnot engine and some related questions. Question number 1. This question appeared 2 years earlier and it took a lot of time. I will try to reduce the time using Dino concept. The question was 2P0 to P0, there was V0 to 2V0, and if you slightly extend, then the equation becomes y is equal to y0 minus mx. So P is equal to y0, 3P0 minus slope was P0 by V0 into V. Now P multiplied by V, PV is equal to 3P0 V minus P0 by V0 V square. You can apply PV is equal to nRT, 3P0 V minus P0 by V0 V square. To maximize dt by dV should be equal to 0, which gives you 3P0 minus 2P0 by V0 V is equal to 0, which gives you V is equal to 3 by 2 V0. P max comes out to be 3P0. Apply the value of this. This will be 9 by 2 minus 9 by 4 P0 V0 divided by NR will be there. So this is the answer. You might have seen this is taking a lot of time, and provided you first of all took first good steps. Apply your Dino concept. What is the concept? Since initial and final temperatures are the same, temperature must have first increased and then decreased. Now by symmetry, because it's a straight line graph, by symmetry the temperature must be maximum at the midpoint. What is the midpoint? Midpoint is here. 3 by 2 P0, 3 by 2 V0. Therefore, maximum temperature should be equal to nRT max is equal to 9 by 4 P0 V0, which gives you T max is equal to 9 by 4 P0 V0 by nR. Discuss answer number 2. You are given two relations, P is equal to 1 by 3 U by V. This is also known as energy density, and energy density itself is given to you proportional to T4. From equation 1 and 2, both the equations, P equal to 1 by 3, this is proportional to T by 4. Therefore, I have put proportionality here. nRT by V, PV is equal to nRT using that relation, 1 by 3 T4. Now take V this side and T cut jayega, 1 by 3 T cube V, 1 by 3 T cube, because it's a spherical shell, 4 by 3 small r cube. I have used small r so that you don't get confused by this r, because this is gas constant. This gives us T cube r cube is equal to constant, RT is equal to another constant, therefore T is proportional to 1 by r. Let us now discuss answer number 3. This is a very important concept, because in every exam there is, by varying this n, he might ask you different questions. When n equal to 1, that becomes isothermal process. When n equal to gamma, that becomes adiabatic process. This way, if you keep on, if n equal to 0, that becomes isobaric process. So I have done this for, value of n can be anything. PBN is equal to constant. This is known as polytropic process. I would suggest, I have given you one derivation, I would suggest you just search, you'll get polytropic process. In that process, you find out work done, change in internal energy, and all the related concept formulae. Now, delta Q is equal to delta U, delta W. Delta Q is N specific heat into delta T. delta U is NCV delta T, and this is PdV. P is equal to K by N, V की power N. When you integrate, you get K V की power minus N dV, integrating V minus N plus 1 minus N plus 1. Now this is equal to K equal to PV N. Therefore, the formula comes out to be NC delta T is equal to NCV delta T NR delta T 1 minus N. Cutting N and delta T throughout, you get C is equal to CV plus R 1 minus N. I have given you derivation. You need not derive. You can use the result directly. Then the question becomes C minus CV is equal to R divided by 1 minus N. 1 minus N is equal to R divided by C minus CV. Rearranging N equal to 1 minus CP minus CV, C minus CV, which gives you the desired answer. C minus CP divided by C minus CV is the correct answer. Again, I emphasize this polytropic process. By varying values of N, you get different types of processes. Answer number 4. In this question, the question is very easy. Only thing is, you have to remember specific heat, molar specific heats and normal specific heat. That is the relation, and sometimes examiner tries to confuse you. Cp minus Cv equal to R is the Mayer formula. It's a standard formula of thermodynamics. But here Cp is molar specific heat at constant pressure. Cv is molar specific heat at constant volume. R is the universal gas constant. If you divide it by molar mass, then Cp by m minus Cv by m equal to R by m. Now, many books, what they do is, instead of capital Cp, they write small cp minus Cv. In this question, he has just used this formulation, this nomenclature, Cp and Cv. But remember that in the question, he has stated these are specific heats. He is not saying these are molar specific heats. So what he is trying to say is small Cp, small Cv is equal to R by m. Now it's very easy now. Then the question becomes very easy if you differentiate between molar specific heat and specific heat. Cp minus Cv is equal to R by 2 for hydrogen. Cp minus Cv is equal to R by 28 for nitrogen. R by 2 is equal to A. R by 28 is equal to B. Therefore, 2A equal to 28B. Answer is A is equal to 14B. Once again, be careful. What is being talked about is specific heat, not the molar specific heat. Answer number 5. Here he is talking about adiabatic process. You know, during adiabatic process, PV gamma is equal to constant. But because he is interested in temperatures and change of volume is given, therefore let us convert this into temperature and volume. nRT by V, if you put TV gamma minus 1 is equal to constant. And third relation also for your future reference, you can take T power gamma, P gamma minus 1 is equal to constant. Now T and P becomes directly proportional. Here P and V are inversely proportional. T and V are inversely proportional. But T and P becomes directly proportional. Work done also nR T1 minus T2 upon gamma minus 1. He has given you the volume becomes 2 times. The gas is compressed adiabatically to get volume 2 times. Therefore, T2 by T1 inverse, you will take V1 by V2 raised to the power gamma minus 1, 1 upon 2 gamma minus 1. Let me tell you, if he is interested, if the examiner is interested in checking your concept, then he should have given it 8 times or 27 times. Then gamma minus 1 is easier to calculate power. But in this case, he is interested in checking your precision. Therefore, T2 is equal to 300 into 1 upon 2 to the power 2 by 3. If you multiply and divide by 2 to the power 1 by 3, this will become 300 by 2, that is 150, 2 to the power 1 by 3. Now, cube root of 2, students, some cube roots, say cube root of 2, cube root of 3, these you should, if you can memorize this is very good. Otherwise, you can have, because here the answers are very near. Therefore, you have to be very precise. 1.26 is cube root of 3. Therefore, it gives you 189 Kelvin. During adiabatic process, you know delta Q is equal to delta W plus del U. Therefore, del U is equal to minus of delta W, which is equal to minus of N 2 R. 25 by 3 is better. 111 divided by, I think, 2 by 3. So this will cut. You will get the answer minus of 2.7. This is the answer. Remember, heat transfer during adiabatic process is 0. Therefore, change in internal energy becomes equal to minus of work done during the process. 189 K is the final temperature, minus 2.7 kilojoule is the change in internal energy. Answer number 6. In this question, there are two concepts. One of them is a wall or particle is striking a wall at angle theta. Now, you have to be careful about this theta. If this theta is the angle between the particle and the ball in दीवार के साथ, तो remember this, take it forward, and there are two components. One is mb sin theta, another is mb cos theta. After striking the wall, particle gets deflected. Now its velocity is mv sin theta and mv cos theta. If theta is the angle here, then this will be cos and this will be sin. You have to be slightly careful in here. Now what happens is, see carefully, only perpendicular component mv sin theta is getting change. So therefore, change in momentum will be contributed by only component perpendicular to the wall, and along the wall the components will cancel out. Therefore, only horizontal component undergoes change. Change in momentum per collision is equal to 2 mv sin theta. Force, number of collisions per second. If you are given in t seconds, half an hour or 10 minutes, 1 minute, 2 minutes, then divide by time. Number of collision per second into delta P, that is change in momentum per collision. Pressure is equal to number of collision into delta P divided by A. Now number of collisions is 10 to the power 23. 2 m, mass is this, V 10 to the power 3, sin theta is 1 by root 2, and 2 in 10 to the power minus 4. After cutting, you will get the answer 2.25 into 10 to the power 3 Newton per meter square. Now, the examiner wants to see, you have used this method for derivation of your formula of pressure in a kinetic theory of gases. So he just wanted to check whether you know the basic concept or not. Answer number 7. This question is based on your Carnot engine, working of Carnot engine. Now there are two Carnot engines, one after the other, coupled hai. So rejection of heat Q2 here is used for running another Carnot engine. What happens is, in this question, according to question, it is given to you that work output of one is equal to work output of second. Now work output is equal to Q1 minus Q2 of first, second is Q2 minus Q3. They are given to be equal. Rearrange 2Q2 gives you Q1 plus Q3. Now actual trick is here. Q and T ratio wise they can be taken as same. So Q is proportional to T. So instead of heat 1, 2, 3, you can use temperature 1, 2, 3. Now 1 is 600, 3 is 400, that gives you 500 K. Answer number 8. Again, sequence of heat engines are given. 3 heat engines are given which operate between T1 and T4. Intermediate temperatures are T2 and T3. We have to find T2 and T3 in terms of T1 and T4. Now in this question, according to question, you are given efficiency of 1 is equal to efficiency of second is equal to efficiency of third. Now first efficiency is 1 minus T2 by T1, 1 minus T3 by T2, 1 minus T4 by T3, which gives you T2 by T1, T3 by T2, T4 by T3. That is T2 square is equal to T1 T3, T3 square is equal to T2 T4. Now T1, T2, T3, 4 are in GP. Little bit of mathematics, and then you can find out different results. T2 is equal to T1 T3 whole square. T3 खुद ही itself is T2 T4 under root, which gives you T1 under root, T2 1 by 4 and T4 1 by 4. After slight rearrangement gives you T2 3 by 4 is equal to T1 half, T4 1 by 4, T2 is equal to T1 square, T4 cube root, and T3 is T1 T4 square cube root. In such questions, don't worry about how many engines are there or what. Apply the requisite condition. He gives you the condition, apply the condition, you will get the results.